first of all, most importantly, how are you feeling?
I'm good, thanks, Courtney. Good to be here chatting with you. It's quite nice to be chatting to someone other than my teammates. Not against my teammates, more so we're so focused, so intense in our preparation. We're ready and I'm feeling good.
And in terms of, I heard a vicious rumour, you had a bit of family time. So have you got any family over here, friends that you were able to speak to and get a bit of time away from the girls?
Yeah, I'm so lucky. My mum and dad are here for the whole tournament. It's super fortunate to be able to share this journey with them, and likewise all the other families really. We are one big happy family.
And talk to me about that though. Is it gaining a little bit perspective when you try and step out the bubble for 5 or so minutes with your family, because obviously it's a high pressure environment and it's got to be, I suppose, the light and shade. Yes, you've got the pressure and you've got the focus, but you also need the downtime as well, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, as a footballer, previous footballer, you'd know like the balance is so important. I speak about it so often about how important it is to have focus off the pitch, but also on the pitch to help you there. To have family around, to be able to relax, step away. We're here in Terrigal by the coast. It's beautiful. We're in our own little bubble, away from the noise. It is the perfect formula, really.
And off the pitch, I've heard you're a little bit of an artist. So is that the stuff that you like to do and relax when you can?
Yeah, I really enjoy drawing, doodling, colouring in. Like my mind goes wild in those situations, and it's my sort of time to breathe, time to relax, and like I said, with balance, it helps me so much when I step onto the pitch, knowing that I'm able to be myself off the pitch.
And I'm going to take you back to football now, back to that Nigeria game. For me, I felt like I'd played. It was obviously stressful, for you from your perspective. How was it watching that unfold?
It was intense. I mean, I think it's a testament to the competitiveness at this World Cup so far. Rankings mean nothing. You step out onto the pitch and you're going to face a competitive team regardless. And for the viewers at home, that's what we want. Like, we wanted this to be a competitive tournament in general. And that is what it's been really. In terms of my experiences of that Nigeria game, I was pretty chill, to be honest. I trust my team. I trust every decision that they make, and ultimately we came out on top, and it's another win in the bag, and we're on to a quarter-final in a World Cup. You can't really complain in that sense.
From a mentality perspective for you personally, how difficult is that, the fact that you can't or necessarily haven't been on the pitch and influenced in that way? So, your perspective of being a good teammate, and I've spoken to Beth in this room and she was saying in the presser, in terms of, look, everyone's involved, everyone plays a part whether you're on the pitch or not, but, how difficult is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, we're all top players here, and we all want to be able to control as much as we can control, and ultimately when you step out onto the pitch you're able to control your performances. For those players that aren't playing it, then you take a step back and you're like, all right, what then can I control? And you look at the training pitch, you look at the energy that you can bring there. That is equally as important. We have probably 3 times more training days as we do match days. So the impact that you can then have there is underestimated, in my opinion, particularly in terms of tournament football when it comes to blowouts, keeping players ready. I think quite a lot of the impact that you'll see on the pitches or during match days come from the subs that come on. They're the energy, and ultimately if you're not doing well in training, if you're not performing in the blowouts, then you're not going to be ready when it comes to match day. So that's just a sort of perspective in terms of the way that training days are important, and ultimately it is not just 11 players that go out there on the pitch. It is a full squad of 23 plus staff plus everyone at home. Like, this is not just one person doing the heavy lifting here, and it takes a village.
And in terms of that the way that you've spoken about that, I think will open a lot of eyes. And does that come from the fact that, is it a bit of yourself? Is it outside influence? Is it the fact that the team have fostered such a great environment that you all feel a part of it? What is it exactly?
I think it's credit to the team. I've mentioned it already, we're a family, and like in most families, there are certain people that play certain roles, and you've got to live out to those values that you have as a player, as a person, and ultimately it then comes to looking at the bigger picture. Like, you step back, there's a puzzle piece for every single person, every single situation, game, training session. It all comes together, and hopefully when we then go into this quarter-final, there'll be another few puzzle pieces in there, and yeah, we'll continue adding to it. But yeah, ultimately this project is not just one single person doing it.
You've mentioned the quarter-final. Colombia, they're going to be tough opponents, and then they bring a lot of support with them as well. So what are you guys expecting from them? What's the analysis shown so far?
They're a hard-working team. They're competitive. I think any fan that has been in the stadium alongside those Colombian fans will know that they are loud, that they're going to bring energy. So I think what we're expecting on the pitch is likewise what fans are going to expect in the stadium. It's going to be loud, it's going to be energetic, and it's going to be a World Cup quarter-final, and that is going to bring everything that I think people expect and more.
Lotte, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Courtney.